God, oh my God, it's a giant. It's an absolute giant. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Summertime Outdoors. And if you haven't watched any of my previous content, I'm Ethan Summer, and I kayak fish all up and down the East Coast. But in today's video, we are down in Florida, and hopefully we're going to be hitting the beginning of the infamous mullet run. And a lot of people like to fish the beaches, which I aspire to do as well this year. But I love to get in the kayak in the river and chase big snook, big jacks, tarpon, and everything like that. So we're going to be going to one of my favorite areas, which last year I discovered and caught one of the biggest snook of my life around this time of year. So that is going to be the game plan today, and I know the lighting just went out, so that's probably my sign to shut up now and get to fishing. So let's hit it. It's around 5:30, and we're going to go, hopefully, catch some giant snook. That's going to be the goal, whether it's live mullet, topwater, you name it, we're going to throw it, and hopefully slay a giant. Boom. Well, the last thing you want when you're trying to get out at sunrise is to hit a car accident on 95. And we've been sitting here for about 20 minutes or so, and I was supposed to get there before it even got light out, but now we're gonna miss a majority of the time that I wanted to fish. So, not a great start to the morning, but what can you do? What can you do? Well, that took a while this morning to get on the water, but we're still out here pretty early. Beautiful sunrise coming up, so not much to complain about there, but I did forget my live well bucket. So we do have our cast net, but we have no bucket to keep live mullet in, so we're gonna go all artificial today, and we're gonna head down to some docks and seawalls where I've done well in the past, and we may fish along the mangroves as well, but I just wanna get down there with this tide because I think it's going to be really good. So fingers crossed. Let's get to pedaling, and hopefully we're about to slay some giant fish. All right. Well, we have a K-tail tied on here right now, but I prefer the OG little mullet over that. And I have not fished a little mullet in quite some time now, so we're getting back on the horse this morning. We'll start with that. We'll probably switch it up some, but that's what we're gonna do to start. Sorry for the squeaky pedal drive. I still have not maintenanced it, but I'm gonna do it after this morning's trip, I promise. All right, we're getting to our first seawall here, and we've never snook fished before. It's all about angles, and I'll try to go over that as much as I can. But oh my gosh, this reel is squeaking so bad. This is gonna be very annoying. As I was saying, this reel is squeaking very badly. It's been through the ringer for the past, I don't know, 2 years or so. But as I was saying, snook fishing is all about angles, and in a kayak it gives you the ability to hit all of those necessary angles to give you the best opportunity at a big fish. And I like to work these walls parallel with them and get this bait right alongside it and walk it down the wall like a mullet fleeing for its life. And I apologize, we have a squeaky pedal drive and a squeaky reel this morning. And this is a 4000 Saltex from Tsunami, a 7-foot heavy St. Croix Legend inshore. And this, I've had this Saltex for like 2 years and I just beat it to hell, so that's probably why it's squeaking. I have dunked this thing in the water like 30 times, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully the squeaking will stop eventually. Current's ripping out of this little creek here on this wall. See if we can trick a snook. There's a big fish on this wall. I think I just spooked it. God, oh my God, it's a giant. It's an absolute giant. Get out of there. Get out of there. Jesus God. Okay. Oh my God. Monster snook. That's a giant. That was so hectic. Oh my God. That's a freaking giant, dude. Oh, that's a monster, boys and girls. That's a monster, boys and girls. That's a monster. Oh. That's one of the biggest snook I've ever caught. That was actually insane. That snook is freaking huge. I'm shaking. I'm shaking. I'm shaking. I'm shaking. I'm shaking. Look at that monster. Oh my God. Okay. I need to get situated and show you guys this fish. It's ginormous. It's ginormous. Okay, guys. Okay. Okay. Look at this fish. Oh my gosh. One of the biggest snook I've ever had the pleasure of laying my hands on right there. And this thing absolutely smoked that little mullet. Look at that bucket mouth. That is why I come down here and chase big freaking snook. Man, look at that fish. Oh my gosh. We're gonna release this baby now and get her back. This is definitely, I don't have a tape this morning. I'll call it 39 so no one gets mad, but look at that monster. Oh, that is insane. Look at that freaking snook, man. Monster off the wall. Thick tail. Shoulders. Absolute beast, man. There she goes. Ooh. We've been fishing for 20 minutes, if that, dude. Oh, come on, man. We grind out here, guys, for stuff like that. Like, it doesn't happen like that every day, for sure. But what I'll tell you is, you put the time in, learn spots, and you can come and just have very successful days if you just put the time in on the water. You know, go explore yourself, find waters that you've had success in, not anybody else, and you'll figure it out. And we just caught one of the biggest snook in my life from the kayak, and I cannot be happier, but I think we have a chance of catching another one like that. So we're gonna retie. That was hectic. My kayak bumped into the seawall. I almost broke all my rods on the front of the kayak, and it had me in these mangroves. It popped out there. Got super lucky. But that's why you fish heavy stuff. I'm fishing 60-pound braid to 60-pound leader, and a 4,000 Saldex with 30 pounds of drag, and a 7-foot heavy rod from St. Croix that is built to withstand big fish like that. And we got it out of the structure. I'm soaked almost from head to toe, but man, getting in the water with those fish is just amazing. That's the fish we came down here for, so we'll see what the rest of the day provides. But my day is made. My day is made, but we still have a lot more fishing to get done today, so let's go. Oh man. Oh. Yeah, boy. Yeah. A moose. An absolute moose. Okay, we're gonna have to retie that sucker. I saw that thing waking down the wall, put it right on his nose, and he crushed it like probably 8 or 9 feet from the kayak on that wall. Thing was only probably in a foot of water too. Just so much fun. This is like when we talk about topwater fishing and the cat and mouse game you play with these fish, especially on like artificial stuff. And these fish are not, you know, they're highly pressured, so it's not like they're super easy to get to bite. But if you put the time in, I'm still like shaking after that fish. You put in the time, man, you can find some absolute monster fish. I don't even know what I'm saying right now, but we're retied. Oh. Get that out of the water and ready to go. We'll see if this wall has any other moose on it, but oh man, start of the mullet run, baby. That's what it can provide, just absolute giants like that, man. And we'll see if we can't catch some more fish this morning, but all in all, that makes my day and probably makes this video, because that was an absolute giant. Oh yeah, baby. Sitting in traffic, all that stuff we did to get here this morning was all worth it. Got out here pretty dang late, but we made it happen. And this current's ripping out of this creek here. Old big snook on the wall right there. Big snook just spooked off the wall. Man. Let's see. We just spooked another very big fish right there. Hopefully my GoPro isn't all wet. That's how you have to fish them, right up on the walls. I saw that fish cruising, put it right on his nose, and he just hammered it. Just popped the living crap out of the thing. That was a really bad cast. I need to regroup myself here. I'm like still shaking and stuff from that fish. But we need to concentrate. We need to concentrate and catch another one.
because I know there's a bunch more fish back here that around that size. And the fish around this corner on this wall, and then had, oh my god, 2 big snook were right there. 2 big snook were sitting right there, dude. 2 of them. Man, those were 2 giants on the wall. Alright y'all, well, nothing else on that wall that we caught the big one off of. We spooked a few big ones off of it. We're gonna head over across the river here to another couple seawalls where I've done really well, and judging by how active those fish were over there, there should be some more active fish over here as well. So fingers crossed we can get another giant in the kayak like that. Let's go. Alright guys, we just got to our next seawall, and this one jets out. And a lot of times, anywhere you're fishing really, any wall that jets out is gonna have more current and bait get pushed up on it. So a lot of snook will hang out where the most current and mullet are for easier meals. So that's the plan here. Oh, big fish on it. We just had a big one follow it out. Oh yeah, big fish right there too. There's a big fish sitting on this wall. Turn around, fish this way. We had 2 fish come off this wall. Now snook will have a slow wakes and movements rather than a jack, which will be cruising pretty fast down these walls. But if you see any sort of little swirl, or even sometimes their dorsal fin will come out of the water, it usually means there's a big snook. Oh my god, giant snook was sitting right there. They're sitting shallow as hell this morning up on these walls, man. Like that fish was in less than 2 foot of water, just like that one I caught. I just need to calm down and make some good casts, because I'm still riding the high of that fish that I caught earlier. But we just spooked another very big fish and doing the same thing that other one was. If we would have taken our time and made a cast there, we might have had a good chance. Alright y'all, we hit the rest of the docks on that shoreline, so we just popped out of there onto the main stretch here, and we're gonna see if there's anything out here. I haven't really fished out here too much this year, so it'll be interesting to see what we can find. Haven't seen too much action, just super low tide right now, so I only got a few more hours of fish this morning, so we're gonna see what we can make happen. All right, y'all, well, that exploration mission just turned into a bunch of cardio for me, but I did explore that creek you guys saw me go in, and then another 2 creeks as well, and a bunch more seawalls and docks. And I did see a couple fish, and I found some seawalls that I think will be really good on a higher tide. It was just that dead low tide, and it was pretty windy out here, so it's hard to really fish in the links especially. So we're gonna head back into the creek that we started in and just work our way back to where we launched, and hopefully find something on the way back. But that one fish made the morning so far, but we'll see if we can't add on to that as we head back to the launch. My intrusive thoughts are starting to win today, guys. There's nothing I love more than sight fishing, and whether it's big tarpon rolling in front of me, big snook on the surface, which is what we're looking for now, redfish on the grass flats, on the bay and everything, it's just the best thing. Or whether it's a bunch of striper blitzing under birds, watching a big fish eat a topwater or your lure, any lure If you can see them eat it, there is literally nothing better than that. And it's from a kayak, it's even more fun. You can get so close to fish and they don't spook as easily. It's still challenging, but man, when you can get the right situations to sight fish on the kayak for big fish, there is nothing else I'd rather be doing, quite honestly. So hopefully we'll see a few snook back here. I haven't really tried this in a while, so I don't know how many floaters that we're gonna have today. Giant snook right here, guys. Oh my god, that was a giant. Another one right there. We just spooked two mega snook. Oh man.
All right, y'all. Well, we are finally back in the AC in the old taco, and some news for the Tacoma. We got 15 more miles until we reach the infamous 200,000 mile mark, and knock on wood, hopefully this baby lasts a lot longer than that, because we have a ton of traveling and fishing to do in this thing over the next year. But back to today, we fished for about 2 more hours throughout those mangroves, blind casting, sight fishing, and as you saw, we had a chance at one true giant and saw a few more fish as well, just none willing to eat. And that's how it goes a lot of the time when you target big trophy snook the way I do it, trying to sight fish, skipping, using artificial lures. It is a grind. There's days I come out here and fish all day, 12, 13 hours, and catch absolutely nothing and don't even get a shot at a fish like that. But today, I thought we were cooked. We got stuck in traffic for like 50 minutes this morning, and I ate that damn banana right before then, and I thought, man, I really shouldn't have done that, and we're gonna miss the bite window. Luckily, I got here with about 20 minutes left of that window that I wanted to hit today, and that fish was right where she was supposed to be. And that's why fishing's great. You never know what's gonna happen. It does not always go like that, but when it does, it just feels oh so good. And hopefully we'll be doing a lot more of that in the next couple weeks with the mullet run kind of coming into fruition here, and we're right at the beginning of it, so it's only going to get better. And we got a ton of awesome stuff coming for you guys. If you're a new channel viewer, I'm from Maryland, so we're going to depart from Florida here in a few weeks and fish all the way up the coast back to Maryland for the striper run. And we're going to be doing a ton of striper, redfish, bluefin tuna, a ton of crazy awesome stuff. So make sure to like and subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'm going to try to put out a video every single Wednesday for you guys at 5:30. So that's what we have in the works. And we are going to see you next week, and hopefully some more mullet run action. See you.